What is up, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to some other videos. So the stock market did well today. We had the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones up 1%, NASDAQ 100 up 0.7%, and the Russell 2000 didn't do so well, down 0.1% on the day. And today we're going to be talking more about the markets, breaking down some technicals, going over 7 stocks to buy now. And I also want to share with you guys what the heck is going on with Robinhood, Citadel, Melvin Capital. There's a lot of theories there. We're going to talk about AMC, GameStop, all the restricted stocks, what's going on, my opinion on everything. And I also want to share with you guys what stocks I own right now and in general where my head is at as a trader right now and as an investor in the stock market. So if you guys find value, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, get yourself into the Strive Smart Discord chat, the Facebook group. Feel free to also get 4 stocks from WeBull and $30 from M1 Finance. All of those are free and linked right down below in the description box. So as we can see right here on this 5-day, 5-minute chart of the S&P 500, let's talk about this very quickly before we dive deeper into Robinhood and what's going on there. We can see the markets saw a pretty big snapback today. If you guys remember yesterday, the markets got hit very hard. S&P 500 went from about 38.45 all the way down to about 37.32. That was a drop of 112 points, roughly 3%. And today, we saw a bit of a snapback. You guys can see we got a bit oversold yesterday. We gapped up this morning to about 37.50. That's where we opened up. We gapped up all the way to 38.30. So that was an intraday move of about 80 points, 70, 80 points. That's no joke. And you guys can see, despite the gap up, we actually ended up selling off into the last 2 hours of the market being open. And that's not the best look considering the place, or the spot rather, that we got rejected at was a big resistance from a couple days ago. And generally, we just got rejected. We failed breaking out of 38.30, 38.45, which leads me to believe, I don't want to come off as a doomsdayer by any stretch of the imagination, guys, but this leads me to believe that we might be going for another leg down in the S&P 500. Maybe we start going down to 37.70. 37.70 was a big double bottom support from yesterday. If that ends up breaking, that is where we might be going down to 37.30, that low from yesterday, right? You can see again 2 big supports from yesterday, 37.70 and 37.30. So those are some levels at this point that I'm watching for on the S&P 500 in the short term. And overall, we're still in this channel on the 4-hour chart. And I think the second we collapse, if we collapse under this channel at 37.30, 37.50, that is where we're going to see another gap down to about 36.50. I've said that before on the channel, and I'm still sticking to that. I think that is where we could go, right around the 180 SMA here on the 4-hour chart. So what do you guys think about the markets in general? Are you bearish? Are you bullish? Did you buy today, sell? Are you more in cash? Let me know down below in the comments. I would love to know. And when it comes to my trading, let's very quickly bang that out before we talk about Robinhood here, because I have a lot of notes and a lot of just frustration with Robinhood and a lot of these brokerages out there for saving the big boys' butt. Isn't it crazy? We'll talk about that more in a little bit. And I did mention it and talk more about it in a previous video. I'll link that down below from earlier today if you guys didn't catch that. And in that video, we actually go over the 10 highest shorted stocks in the stock market. I'll link that down below. But before we dive into everything Robinhood related, let's talk about what I did. And surprise, I didn't do anything today, guys. I'm holding on to my positions, and one of my call-outs and my buy from yesterday, Square, is doing very well. I'm super happy about it. It's doing well. It went up 8% today, up $17. It closed a hair under 220, and I ended up buying yesterday at 206.50, and you guys did as well. I know a lot of you guys did as well. Not because I did, because you did your own research, but I know you guys bought some, and let me know in the comments if you did, because, hey, we made some money today. I didn't sell out of it. I didn't buy any more. I'm just simply holding on to my position, and in the short term, I'm not planning on locking in any profits unless we get up to the mid 230s or even 240s. That's honestly at this point one of my bigger sell targets. So I'm holding on a Square. I'm still in SBE. That's one that I'm holding on to. That went down about 3% today. Workhorse, I am also still in. That went down about 5% today. And both of those, actually, no, SBE, I'm pretty much break even on. But Workhorse, I'm up a good amount on my position. Tattooed Chef is another one that I'm still holding on to right now. I'm down a little bit. I'm in this one at 24.50. No stress. I'm not worried about it. If anything, I might add more to it at the 22 level, maybe low 23s, who knows. And I'm also still in NEO at 57.25, which NEO is slowly recovering. It's trying to. Today it went up 2%. And SLV, I'm telling you guys, take a look at these silver plays. Don't sleep on silver. In fact, don't even sleep on gold. I know these are boring. Not a lot of people like gold and silver. They're pretty boring. It's not awesome, flashy stuff, but you guys got to pay attention to it because silver is starting to rip. And I've been calling out SLV for weeks. I've been in it. I'm positioned in it. And I am holding on to it. So what are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know. Now let's talk about what the heck is going on with Robinhood. First and foremost, I'm pretty mad about it. I'm frustrated about it. Although I don't have any skin in the game when it comes to GameStop, when it comes to AMC, when it comes to Nokia, BlackBerry, AAL. I don't have any skin in the game when it comes to these. It still bothers me that they're pretty much, messing up with the free market. This is not a free market anymore because they literally are stopping people from going out there and buying companies on the public market. Like, what the heck? How are you doing that? But they're letting people sell. Isn't that a kicker, guys? You're not allowed to buy. So you're not allowed to buy and push the stock up. But you can sell. You can sell your shares. You know why? Because if you sell your shares, a lot of people sell their shares. What's going to happen? The stock's going to go down. And guess what? The big hedge funds, all that big money that was pushing the stock to the ground, shorting it to the dirt, all of these companies, they're able to cover their short at a lower price because the stock's going down. I mean, take a look at what happened today with GameStop, guys. Right now, after hours, which we'll talk about here in a second, it's up a good amount, 330. It's up to 330. But earlier in the day, it was down to 112. It was down to 112 after being $500 pre-market. That is insane. I guarantee you guys a ton of shorts got out of there, and they still lost money most likely, but they lost a lot less money than they would have if, let's say, Robinhood, a lot of these other brokerages as well. It's not just Robinhood. I don't want to single them out, but if a lot of these brokerages, they didn't close down trading for these different stocks, guys, who knows where these stocks could be today? They could have went up a lot higher. So the fact that they closed trading, it's I don't want to accuse anybody of anything, but hey, it ended up helping the big guys because, yeah, the volume wasn't there. The price didn't go up, so they were able to cover at a lower price. And the crazy thing, guys, is I got an email after market hours from Robinhood, and I'll pop it up here. It says, "Hi, Anastasios," my full name. If you guys didn't know that, that's my full name. Anastasios, however you want to say it, that's how you say it. But they said, "Hi, Anastasios. It's been a tough day, and we're grateful to you for being a Robinhood customer." Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. You're grateful for having my business. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thanks for screwing me, by the way, with GameStop and all these stocks. But thanks. I'm glad you're I'm glad you're grateful, Robinhood. In light of the extraordinary market conditions this week, we temporarily limited buying for certain securities. And if you click that certain securities button, and you can see this next screenshot here, those were AAL, AMC, BB, BBBY, CTRM, Express, GameStop, KOSS, Naked, Nokia, SNDL, TR, Tootsie Roll, and I haven't had a Tootsie Roll in God knows how long, and TRVG. So they temporarily limited all of those buying for all those securities. And starting tomorrow, thanks Robinhood, thank you Robinhood, starting tomorrow, we plan to allow limited buys of these securities, whatever the heck that means, and we'll continue to monitor the situation and may make adjustments as needed. And look what they said under this, guys. They have the nerve to say this. Come on, guys. Come on. This was a temporary decision made to best continue serving you. Serving you. Me and you, the customers. Yeah, right. And it was not an easy one to make. We know it's led to frustration. You're dang right it did. And confusion, and wanted to provide some clarity. So, yeah, guys, that is what is it's just so funny. They're covering face, and now that they actually sent that email and they're saying that they're going to allow limited trading tomorrow, I mean, we're seeing these stocks pump up after hours. Take a look here. GameStop up a good amount after hours, over 50%. AMC, I'm assuming, is also up. Yup, 1270. It's up a good amount. You know, Nokia is also probably up. It's up a little bit there. So you guys can see, right? There's a lot of manipulation, and we didn't even get into the juicy part yet. Get this. Citadel Capital, who bailed out Melvin Capital, they also route Robinhood's orders, and it gets very juicy right here. The company that services Robinhood trades, Citadel, is known as a high-frequency trading firm, HFT. Such firms look to earn the bid-ask spread, the difference between what the buyer and seller are asking, by making a set of high-frequency trades. The secret to Robinhood's success and profitability is simple. Payment for order flow. That's how they make money. They pretty much use their customers, the people that use the app. They're not really the customers. They're the product. The customer is these high-frequency trading firms, right? And to ensure trades are commission-free, trades are sold to quote-unquote market makers or large firms such as Citadel Securities, Robinhood's largest customer, which tried to bail out Melvin Capital after its GameStop shorts cost it millions. Market makers execute those trades, sometimes at an inferior rate, and can use their privileged position to place themselves in the middle and make a profit. Crucially, in this arrangement, more traders and more volatility mean there's more firms like Citadel to work with. Citadel Securities pays tens of millions of dollars for this order flow, but makes money by automatically taking the other side of the order, then returning it to the market to flip the trade. It pockets the difference between the price to buy and sell, known as the spread. So this is what's fishy, guys. Citadel is one of Robinhood's biggest customers, right? The high-frequency trading firm. They route the orders, whatever. That's one of Robinhood's biggest customers, right? And guess who bailed out Melvin Capital? Melvin Capital, remember, is that big fund that lost like 30-40% of their assets because they were short GameStop. Well, Citadel bailed them out because of this. And it's funny. It's like Citadel's working with Melvin Capital, and they're low-key trying to stop, or they did stop, right, the orders coming in from Robinhood for GME, you know, AMC, all those stocks. And it's not just Robinhood, so many other brokerages as well. So, yeah, it's just so fishy what the heck is going on here. There's a lot of manipulation, a lot of, you know, pulling the strings behind the scene. And the truth is, at this point in time, it's really a battle between the small guy, the little guy, you and I, the retail investor, a battle between retail investors and the Wall Street, the mainstream media. That's what it is. And it's crazy how Wall Street and the mainstream media, they're slowly losing grip. And I believe the great equalizer, and I'm sure you guys will agree to this, was the internet. the internet changed everything, guys. It changed everything. And it's not even just now. It's been the past 10, 15 years that the mainstream Wall Street has slowly been losing grip of, the little guy. And it's scary. For them, at least. I'm happy for us retail guys. This is what we need. This is what we need. And, they honestly, they need a taste of their own medicine, which is what is happening right now because they lost all this money on the short. They're crying like little babies. Oh, no. If it doesn't work in their way, they throw a hissy fit. That is kind of what's going on. And I'd love to know what you think down below in the comments. I know we talked about this a little bit too long, but I can guarantee you guys found some value in my opinion and how I broke it down. And again, let me know in the comments your thoughts. What are you doing in the stock market? It's just crazy times we're living in. The free market is, it seems like it's getting crushed second by second by second. It's just getting worse. And I'm not a fan of it. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of it. So let's talk about some other stocks here. I have 7 stocks. One of them just reported earnings today, and that is Visa. And it's funny, guys, with all of this craziness going on, Wall Street bets, mainstream media, all of these stocks going 5x in a day, it's almost like I've clouded myself from the other stocks in the market, if that makes any sense. Like, the markets did very well today, but I was so fixated on the Wall Street bet stocks, what's going on, just reading into it, all, soaking up everything. I've been so sucked into that. It's like I missed every other opportunity out there. Maybe that's why I didn't make any trades today. It's just funny, and I'm sure a lot of you could relate to that. But overall, V is one of the ones that I'm super excited about right now. That's Visa. They just reported EPS of $1.42 versus $1.27 estimated, and revenue came in at $5.7 billion versus $5.51 billion estimated. So a nice double beat there for Visa when it comes to EPS and revenue. And their Q1 processed transactions, they were up 4%, not too shabby. And when it comes down to Visa's chart, what we can see here on the yearly chart is it's holding this higher low at about 193. It's hovering right around $200 here after market hours. That's a good sign that it wants to control, or rather maintain, this uptrend. And if we zoom in a bit here on the hourly chart, the 20-day hourly chart, what we notice is, it's holding the uptrend on the bigger chart, but on this time frame, we're still downtrending, lower highs, right? From 220 to 210, 208, 205. We're still downtrending. So I'd be mindful of that. And I'm personally not going to get into Visa. I'm probably going to put not a limit order, create alert right here, an alert at 205, as that is the price that I'd probably be comfortable adding a little bit into as it slowly, if it slowly breaks out of this downtrend that we're seeing on the hourly. So watch out for Visa, guys. This one I think has a lot of potential. Etsy is another one, ETSY. It has a lot of upside momentum, that's for sure. I mean, take a look here on the 4-hour chart. What is happening? It's insane. It went from about $69 to $230. It got very overheated. Then it tanked from about $230 to $180. That was a 20% drop, a bear market, just like that in the snap of a finger. And as it pulled down, it held 180. It held a higher low on this 180 SMA support on the 4-hour chart, and it bounced right back off of it. And now on the 20-day chart, you can see we're in this wedge. We're making lower highs at the same time as we're making higher lows. So I'd probably get into Etsy if it were to squeeze above, I'd say 210. So I'm going to actually create an alert maybe for 208. I think 208, 210, 212, that could be a nice area to scale in from there. Probably a move up to 225, 230 is in the tank. So I'm watching that for Etsy. And DraftKings, guys, finally DraftKings is trying to make a move above 56. It went up 3.5%, guys. It went up 3.5% today. It blew right past 56. It hit almost 58. We pulled down and we actually held 56, old resistance, as a new support at the close. That is very strong. And just to show you guys how big of a resistance 56 is, it was a resistance back in the end towards the middle of September, back in the beginning of December, middle of December, back in, the beginning towards the middle of this month, January, and earlier this week. 56 has been a sticking point. So now that we broke out of it, I feel like the next gap is coming, and that could be anywhere between $60 and maybe even $65. So watch out for that. I really think a leg up on DKNG is coming. This ascending triangle is breaking out. And now that I'm looking at it, guys, take a look at this. I haven't talked about head and shoulders in a couple videos. This is actually a reverse head and shoulder. Beautiful reverse head and shoulder here on DKNG. It's kind of like tilted, but it's left shoulder, the head right here, right shoulder. So watch out for that breakout. So that is DKNG, DraftKings. The next one here is BNGO. This one is a bit more risky. It's very volatile. It's high flying. It's one of those Cathie Wood stocks, the YouTube stocks. I'm not here to hype it up. I'm telling you the truth. There's a lot of risk with a stock like this, but what we're seeing here on the 4-hour is a beautiful uptrend of higher highs, higher lows, and at this point in time on this nice pull down, we can see we're holding that 50 SMA where it's held not once, not twice, but 3 times in the past couple of weeks, and each time we held that point, we rallied higher, we hit a high, and we made some money. I didn't make money, but people that traded it made money. And now I'm looking at it, okay, we hit 14. We're down to the mid-10s. It's pulled down about 25-30%. Now we have to see if we're going to gap up tomorrow above that 50 SMA 4-hour chart. And if this 5-day, 5-minute little downtrend from the past 3 days ends up breaking. If so, guys, you better believe this stock is going to catch on fire. It is one of those stocks that happens. It happens. We'll see, and I believe we can make some money on BNGO. And another one here, which is a fat dividend payer, oil stock. I own it. I've been buying it since 42, 43. Is Exxon, and I own it in my long-term account, but now I'm looking at it as a swing trade, and I'm kind of licking my chops a little bit, guys. This one's down from 51 to 46. We're holding an old resistance at 45, 46 as a new support, and this 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart as a support, and we have to see a pop, I think, above 47. That's a spot where I think if we could break, there's going to be a big leg up in XOM. And I mean, take a look on this 5-day, 5-minute chart. You guys can see the downtrend XOM's been in. I think if 47, like I said, breaks, we're going 49.50. That's where we're going. That's the next leg up on XOM, which could give it about 4 to 5% profit. And if 51 hits, that's upwards of 8% profit from about 46 to about $47. That's pretty crazy. So XOM, there's big potential there. And one that has a lot of momentum is Palantir. And this is one of those stocks that if I wasn't so glued in on the Wall Street bet stocks, guys, I probably could have caught Palantir either today, well, not today, probably yesterday. But let me know if you did down below. Did you play Palantir? But again, I've been so distracted and I missed it. And at this point, it went down 8.5% today, down $3. It double topped at about 45. And ever since it did that, we're down a good chunk, about $10, close to almost 20% of a drop. And with today's support, the level it's holding, it's actually holding the previous day's resistance at about 35.36. That's where it closed today, and it hovered around that area all day today. So that's a good sign that Palantir is trying to continue this uptrend that we're seeing on the hourly chart, and you can see it on the 5-day chart. And this has a lot of potential. I think if we can gap up into the 36, 37, 38, 40 level, right around there, I think there could be another squeeze up to the mid-40s, high 40s. So watch out for Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. And the last one on the list is Zoom. And Zoom, I mean, I covered this one a couple videos ago, and I've been covering it for months, and the technicals haven't changed. I mean, all we're looking for is a break out of this wedge. You guys can see we're making higher lows, but at the same time, we're making lower highs, and even now that we're peaking out of the moving averages here on the 4-hour chart, we haven't fully broken out yet. And I think once we can break out from 380 up to about 430, that could be a move. That could be a move of 10%, but I think the next leg up, the bigger leg up on Zoom, is going to be after we break 430. And honestly, yeah, 430 I'm looking at. 415 and 400 are, I guess you can say, micro supports or micro resistances within the path of Zoom getting to 430. But overall, 430 is the big one. And yeah, 400, 415 as well. These are the next big levels for Zoom. And if 430 could break, that is where I really think we could make our way. And I know it sounds crazy, but I think it has potential to get back up to the high 400s. That's just my honest opinion. That's kind of what I'm watching for. And those are the top stocks for the day for the rest of this week. And what I did and some thoughts on Robinhood, everything, AMC, GameStop. And I'd love to know what you guys have to think, right? We're going to wrap the video up here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to also get yourself into the Strive Smart Discord chat, the Facebook group. If you guys want 4 free stocks from WeBull, check out that link down below. Those 4 stocks are valued up to $1,600. And the way you actually get the 4 stocks, guys, is you don't just get them by signing up. You have to first sign up. That's how you get the first 2 stocks. And the way you get the next 2 stocks is you deposit $100, and that's how you get the 4 stocks in total. That's on WeBull. And for M1 Finance, all you have to do is open up an account, put in any amount of money, and you get $30 free. And both of those are linked right down below in the description box. So I'll catch you all in the next video, which I'll pin right up here. It's that video of the 10 highest shorted stocks. Go check that out. I'll link it right up here or down below in the description box. I'll catch you guys there. Thanks for watching. As always, stay safe out there. Keep crushing the markets. Peace out.